Donna and Winston rolling with the halls. We are on our way to New York to celebrate Winston's 40th birthday.
Woohoo!
This was just after the shutdown from COVID happened, and so there were a lot of rules still in place in New York City, but we were determined not to miss out on anything. And so we followed all their rules, and we had such a great time.
Yes, we flew into LaGuardia, and one of our first stops was at a place called The Summit. Now check this place out. It was kind of an interactive maze of wonders. You had to wear special booties on your feet, and everything was shiny and reflective and mirrored, and very cool experience.
They suggested wearing sunglasses, and you definitely needed them. There were so many reflections, and also they pointed out on their website, don't wear a skirt if you're a lady. And you can just see our faces in the clouds to the right there.
All right, now we're on our way through the famous New York City subways. This is an easy way to get around. Don't be afraid if you've never done it before. We go to the Empire State Building. Now this is really cool. It's changed a lot since I was there 25 years ago. Completely interactive. Look at King Kong there trying to grab
So much fun. We had such a good time, and that girl was having fun too.
New York City's done a great job of turning these just kind of casual observatories into multimedia experiences. As you can tell, this building is 90 years old, but look how state-of-the-art it is. We love the Empire State Building because it's been in so many iconic movies, and it's really cool to be there in person. Now, Times Square, we spent a lot of time there on this trip because our hotel was off of Times Square.
It was perfect. We were in walking distance to all the plays, and we got to witness this art installment on all of the screens in Times Square, and they feature different artists.
And Times Square really is also been in so many movies that when you're in the middle of it, it's kind of hard to believe you're there. But it rained a couple times when we were there, so it really did feel like a movie scene.
The colors were just so pretty, and especially with the rain, we were kind of by ourselves for a lot of it.
Which in New York City is hard to come by.
Very hard. Serendipity. This has also been in movies. There's actually a movie named Serendipity, and we had to try it out.
They have decadent desserts that are big and expensive. Of course, it's popular, so there's a waiting list. So make sure you get a reservation, because if you just drop in, it might be hard to get a table.
And it's easy to do online. You just pick a time and they have it ready for you, the table. Visiting the National September 11th Memorial Museum was very hard for me. Still hard. I worked in these buildings when I lived in New York and had a lot of friends, but of course it was before cell phones. 9/11 was before cell phones. I didn't have one. And so a lot of those people, I don't know if they made it out. I worked temporarily for a lot of those companies, and so I know that I lost people that I knew pretty well, but had no way of checking on them. It was a hard time visiting this museum, but they've done an amazing job as a tribute to all of these people who lost their lives.
Back when I was in college, I went to New York City twice, once before 9/11 and once after. And so I saw the World Trade Centers. And then in 2002, when I came back, I saw the hole in the ground and the fences around them, and they were still excavating Ground Zero. And revisiting that scene in that museum is very moving. It's something I'll never forget.
This was another fun activity. We went to the top of the rock, which is basically the top of Rockefeller Center. And all of these buildings now have these observatories and special, functions that you can do. And I recommend checking them all out. We did them all.
In fact, we realized at the top of the rock, that we could see all the other observatories that we had been to or were going to in New York City. This particular spot, you have a great view of Central Park, and Donna's apartment was over there on the left where she lived in New York City. Of course, the skyline has changed quite a bit since then. We were lucky when we were there. It was February, but we had some really nice weather most of the days. As you can see, the sun was out, and a great chance to snap some forever photos, some forever memories from the top of the rock.
We didn't get to ice skate this time, but we did go down and watch the people ice skating, and it was really fun to see. And that's the famous ice skating rink directly behind Rockefeller Center.
Now there's the Late Show, Carnegie Hall. Like if you go to New York City, every time you turn a corner, you're seeing some place you recognize or heard about. Carnegie Hall is special to me because I'm a musician. So maybe one day I'll get to play there. And of course, Tiffany and Company.
Yes.
Famous.
And this was another place called The Edge. Amazing, heart-wrenching, oh my goodness. And you can see this was just walking into the feature, like getting the line, I guess going through the line. They had all of these features on your way up to the actual observatory. And so even that, this is the elevator ride, which was awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of these things, the prices are gonna seem high, but as you can see here, you get a lot of bang for your buck. This is just the elevator ride. So the whole experience is amazing from the ground level all the way to the top. And then as you'll see here momentarily, this one's kind of off the charts as far as the thrills go.
It was so windy. I was afraid that I was gonna blow over those like 12-foot glass walls. I was really nervous.
And here's the best part of the edge, is you can walk right up and look straight through the glass down at the ground.
It's a little unnerving, and you'll see when I go walking out, I was terrified. I really couldn't even look down when I was walking out because I was so nervous.
And the wind, of course, made everything seem even more on edge, no pun intended.
Yeah. I finally did it though, but that was because I didn't look down. I just sat down.
In fact, oh, by the way, there's a great view from the street of where we are above. They will close the edge if wind gets too high.
Right.
This is the day we were there. Apparently, it wasn't windy enough because the wind was really whipping, but they were still allowing us to go out there. But again, amazing views of Manhattan, and there's some quiet little corners there. They're not too bad where you can sit down and enjoy the view.
Very impressive. Highly recommend. If you get a chance to go, you should definitely check it out.
There's the Hudson River. And also, by the way, these observatories help you get a better feel for the geography of Manhattan.
Yes,
kind of
being up above it,
together.
yeah. When you're on street level, it's hard to get a grasp of like how large this island is and how many people are wedged into that amount of space.
This is the elevator ride back down, and it almost can't tell it's in an elevator. So very experiential. And by the way, I think for kids too, for families.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We just soaked every little bit in and we loved it.
Now we went to the World Trade Center, and this is the site of Freedom Tower, One World Observatory. This is the new tower at the World Trade Center. Big, beautiful building. Again, similar theme, observatory, a lot to see, and also amazing architecture. There the building is at the top left. That's us looking up at it. 541 meters above New York City. Last but not least on our trip, my 40th birthday trip, we wanted to go see some Broadway plays. So we saw them all. We saw Hamilton. Of course, you can't take videos during the play, so we had a lot of still photos, but we still managed to capture some memories. Saw Wicked, amazing. Also, of course, we saw Aladdin, and we saw Jersey Boys.
All of them were just outstanding. You can't really see a bad play in Manhattan.
And by the way, you can buy those at Times Square.
The TKTS booth.
TKTS ticket booth. Birthday dinner at Sardi's, why not? We're on Broadway. And of course, the grand finale of our trip was to see Hugh Jackman in The Music Man alongside Sutton Foster. This is an old play. We know the words to all the songs. It was really fun to see Hugh Jackman. There he is, alongside Sutton Foster. It really was a wonderful way to end our whirlwind 40th birthday trip in New York City.
We couldn't help but sing along to every song.
Anyway, thanks for going with us to New York City. This is Winston and Donna rolling with the Halls.
See you next time.